Yeah, pretty much. House could talk to car and know when you're expected home, so temperature and humidity would be perfect just as you arrive. No wasted energy. No waiting for comfort. That is the kind of living Elon Musk once described, homes that connect directly with your Tesla, syncing in real time to maintain the ideal humidity and climate. No more damp mornings or sticky air like you often get in Texas. That vision has now become reality because the 2026 tiny house turns that idea into a dry, clean, and healthy living space, cutting mold risks by 65%. And that is just the start. This new update being tested right now introduces two more breakthroughs unlike anything seen before. Today, we are diving into how this new home finally fixes the biggest problem of tiny living. If you love the future of housing that is smart, sustainable, and built with American strength, hit that subscribe button right now and join the AMP Drive family. Let us reach 2,000 subscribers together as we explore Elon Musk's new vision for the home of tomorrow. Now, how does Tesla's design reduce mold risks and lower health costs by up to 65%? Picture walking into a tiny home that never smells musty, never needs arguments about mold cleanup, and always feels clean and fresh throughout the year. Sounds unbelievable, right? But Tesla's scientific method for managing moisture is not marketing hype. It is precise engineering, inspired by the same systems used in their vehicles and redesigned for real homes, homes where every breath counts. This is not about selling a dream. It is about explaining the exact technology that makes mold almost impossible inside these living spaces. The question you should be asking is simple: what if breathing easily in your older years does not come from more square footage, but from smarter built-in features that take care of every drop of moisture before it becomes a problem? Traditional homes deal with mold only after it appears. Tesla's system does the opposite. It predicts and prevents it before you even notice. That proactive shift is where real health and financial savings begin, and the data behind it is surprisingly strong. Here is how it all works. Tesla added a network of 12 compact sensors hidden inside walls and ceilings, using technology proven in their vehicles for real-world reliability. These are not simple humidity sensors. They detect moisture early based on trends learned from millions of data points gathered over 5 years. When you make your morning coffee and steam starts rising, these sensors pick up the 15 to 20% humidity spike about 30 seconds before it even becomes visible. That is 40% faster than the most advanced smart home systems today. Why does that matter? Because early detection prevents mold growth by 65% compared to homes that rely on standard sensors. And the financial difference is huge. The average American household spends between $3,000 and $10,000 on mold repairs once the issue gets serious. Stopping moisture before it turns into mold means avoiding all those massive costs entirely. These sensors do not just detect problems, they actively create conditions that stop mold from forming in the first place. That prevention directly reduces medical expenses too, since mold-related breathing problems can cost families up to $2,500 every year in doctor visits and missed work. Now here is where Tesla's 2026 update truly shines. Engineers added a thin 0.22 mm membrane inside the wall layers. It has built-in elements that create a gentle electric field, speeding up evaporation whenever humidity gets too high. When indoor moisture hits 55%, which is exactly when mold begins to grow, already affecting about 30% of tiny homes across America, this smart membrane activates instantly. It removes 80% of trapped vapor within just 5 minutes, which is twice as fast as older dehumidifier systems in laboratory testing. The membrane is self-sustaining and durable, lasting for 10,000 cycles without losing performance. Think about a place like Texas where summer humidity averages around 70%. Simulations show this system prevents roughly 500 mold spots per year compared to conventional construction. That is not theory. That is real protection happening automatically, silently, and without bulky machines taking up space. The membrane continuously breathes moisture out through special layers while keeping indoor comfort stable. No maintenance, no filters to change, and no electric bill from running a dehumidifier all day long. Then comes Tesla's solar-powered ventilation system. This is where their car expertise makes a real difference. The built-in rooftop solar panels generate around 1.2 kilowatt-hours per day, more than enough to run several ventilation cycles on a compact setup that does not eat into your roof area. The design uses natural airflow principles, capturing 95% of moisture droplets and neutralizing odors without causing that typical 18% humidity rebound seen in smaller spaces with bad airflow. After a hot shower, the system clears the air in about 90 seconds using 70% less power than traditional electric models. And for cities like New York, where the weather changes constantly, the vents adjust automatically to keep 85% of outdoor dampness from entering. This is not just about comfort, it is real savings. That 70% drop in energy use means lower bills every single month. For retirees living on fixed incomes, saving $600 to $800 each year compared to normal systems is a serious benefit proven in pilot homes across multiple climates. Imagine a senior couple in Florida waking up on a humid morning breathing fresh, clean air, not worrying whether they remembered to turn on a fan or dehumidifier. That peace of mind, knowing your house is protecting your health without you even thinking about it, turns a small home into a real sanctuary. These are not abstract promises. They are daily realities for people already living in these homes. The health improvements are clear: fewer breathing issues, less mold, and cleaner living conditions overall. So, would you trade 200 square feet of empty space for a home that protects your lungs and saves you thousands in repairs and medical bills? Or do you still think automation cannot handle something as tricky as moisture without human help? If you believe predictive sensors cutting mold by 65% is smarter than adding extra rooms you do not use, type 65% in the comments below. Let us see how many of you agree that prevention always beats reaction. But humidity control is only half the reason these homes are built to last. The real secret of their durability begins about 6 feet underground, where few ever look. How does Tesla's 6 reinforced screw pile foundation keep these homes strong for 50 years while most others start cracking within 10? Let us uncover that next, because even the driest home needs the strongest ground to stand on. A small home built on weak supports always feels temporary, like a trailer that might roll away in a storm. Tesla wanted to erase that worry completely. Their solution is 6 heavy-duty reinforced screw piles that make each unit as stable as a permanent house, guaranteed to last half a century. This is not just about engineering, it is about emotional stability. It is the difference between saying, "I live in a camper," and saying, "I live in a real home." How can 6 metal columns provide that kind of lasting strength? It all comes down to materials, precision, and pure physics. Tesla's foundation starts with 6 galvanized steel piles, each 3.5 inches wide and 20 feet deep. They are not dug by hand or guessed into place, they are installed using hydraulic torque machines in just about 1 hour. The entire house sits 18 inches above ground, safe from flash floods that threaten more than 1 million senior homeowners in low areas. Each pile has 2 coatings, 1 layer of zinc for protection against corrosion and 1 layer of epoxy for chemical resistance. Together they form a barrier tough enough to last 5 decades without any upkeep. Before the installation begins, Tesla's crew performs soil tests with 3-dimensional software to ensure each anchor can hold up to 50 tons of pressure. Laser tools align the base with accuracy down to a single millimeter, avoiding the settling issues that affect 95% of traditional small foundations. And when it comes to disasters, Tesla's system is no gimmick. Each helical blade can resist side pressure loads up to 15 kips, enough to withstand the shaking of a magnitude 7 earthquake. It performs better under frost, shifting soil, and erosion than concrete slabs because it digs twice as deep into stable ground. That deeper hold reduces structural repair risks by 80% compared to common footing systems. Tesla's engineers even simulated 50 years of weather cycles, from frozen Alaskan soil to humid Florida sand, to fine-tune their threading pattern. The result works in 90% of American soil types including clay, sand, and loam. But Tesla did not stop at durability. Flexibility matters too. Every screw pile is rated for zero corrosion over 50 years thanks to double coatings and built-in motion sensors that catch even a 1-degree tilt. Those sensors send live data to Tesla's maintenance app with 99% accuracy, alerting owners early before any real issue forms. That feature, included as standard, gives older homeowners the comfort of knowing their home stability is constantly monitored. If they ever decide to move, the entire home can be lifted, piles unscrewed, and reinstalled at a new site within just 4 hours. The same piles can be reused for decades, raising property value by 25% while allowing retirees to relocate easily when seasons or family needs change. Now imagine it in real life. A thunderstorm passes, wind shakes trees, rain pours down. After it clears, you walk outside, the steps feel solid, the porch does not move, and the walls are exactly where they were. That is what great foundation design feels like. It is not flashy, it is safety. It is confidence. It is that calm sense of knowing your home will stand long after you are gone. So tell me this, if your foundation could last 50 years, would you finally call it a real home? Drop 50 years in the comments if you think that kind of endurance makes you believe in Tesla's home vision even more. And if that sounds impressive, wait until you see how Tesla makes a small house feel spacious and alive. Because the next part changes what it means to live comfortably in compact spaces. Do you ever think the word tiny in tiny house sounds restrictive? It used to, until Tesla changed the game. The Tesla Tiny House 2026 model takes a 320 square foot footprint and somehow feels like 600 square feet of living comfort. It is not magic, it is clever engineering and understanding how people really use space. For older couples or small families, especially in places like Texas, the smart layout turns every inch into something useful. So how can such a small home transform easily between relaxing, hosting, or working without bumping into furniture? The secret is in 3 design innovations that redefine what small space living can feel like. The first is Tesla's sliding wall system. There are 8 panels that move smoothly using precision actuators, technology adapted from Tesla's vehicle assembly lines. These panels let you reshape your living room within seconds, adding space for 6 guests or opening the area up by 150%. Internal studies showed homeowners experienced 40% better moods living in adjustable layouts. Each panel also includes solar sun filters that block 98% of glare in bright climates like Florida and hide storage for 200 pounds of essentials. Compared to fixed walls, this setup triples usable space and comfort, completely changing what small living feels like. Then comes the kitchen, usually the toughest part in any small home. Tesla solved it with an extendable countertop system that stretches from 2 feet to 8 feet at the push of a button. The surfaces are self-cleaning, resist germs, and eliminate 99.9% of bacteria. They even recycle 92% of cooking heat to power nearby appliances. The counter also doubles as a tiny garden capable of growing 12 pounds of herbs and greens every year in a space smaller than a coffee table. Tests show it cuts meal prep time by 25% and keeps cleanup nearly effortless. For seniors who want independence, that is real convenience hidden inside everyday design. Finally, the bedroom innovation is pure Tesla genius. The bed platform lowers quietly from the ceiling on soundless rails, switching from a single to a double in 20 seconds. Underneath, health sensors track your heart rate with 2-beat accuracy, automatically adjusting softness for joint comfort, a game changer for more than half of seniors over 65 who experience stiffness or back pain. It also filters out background noise to 25 decibels, roughly 70% quieter than city traffic, and hides enough space for 50 books beneath it. Early users reported a 35% boost in sleep quality thanks to these built-in features. For retirees or anyone downsizing, it means no compromise, just smarter, calmer, more joyful living. You do not feel like you lost space, you feel like you gained freedom. That feeling of liberation is exactly what Tesla's engineers wanted, a future where tiny living feels expansive and peaceful. So what do you think? Could this be the next big step for sustainable housing in America? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share how you would design your own smart space. And before you go, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell, because Amp Drive will keep bringing you the latest updates from Elon Musk's world of smart homes, electric vehicles, and the future that is already arriving faster than anyone imagined.